Ja, ja. Good game. This game. Mine. New York. Fuck game mine. This game. Jesus Christ.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New York Jets. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. North of 100 yards, the two scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Charles, will take a look there at the draft class for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, the new head coach. He's got his quarterback as they took Zach Wilson, number 2, and moved Sam Darnold down to Carolina.
And we might end up saying that Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss, taken at number 34, could go down as one of the steals in the draft. The wide receiver was drawing rave reviews as far back as the OTAs. And one other one that we should note, how about how they manipulated the draft? Traded at number 14 to take the guard Elijah Vera-Tucker out of USC to protect Zach Wilson.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, Carter Landry maybe doesn't have the speed he once had in his Longhorn days, but he showed a nice little burst after that catch.
Almost like he had a little bit of a throwback there, huh, partner? Because while he was never really a burner, he did have the ability to outrun linebackers. And here, as you described, he looked like the 2014 Carter Landry, and he rumbled for a big gain.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another run on second down with Carter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. He'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down now, it's Carter. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career, but
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. The return man, Ty Johnson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Carter. And he's got some space here. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stick.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jets. Carter Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Being chased out left. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They hand off to their big tight end. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll run with Carter. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here. forced out to his left. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. On second down, a run with Carter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles.
Yep. Okay. Olisiko meidän?
So I was listening back to our interview with Barry Sanders on the last episode, and it inspired me to do some digging after a comment he made towards the end. You might remember it. We were talking about how people tend to evaluate running backs, and he says, let's be honest, Kev, rushing attempts and yardage only tell part of the story. And again, don't just take it from me. I mean, this is coming from Barry Sanders because he's absolutely right. So let me begin with Exhibit A, the next-gen stat, which tells us the percentage of times a running back was faced with 8 or more defenders in the box during a run play. Now, you might assume a guy like Derrick Henry was facing that situation all the time last year while on his way to 2,000 rushing yards, but he wasn't even in the top 15 among all running backs. Still, it makes sense if you think about it, though, right? Ryan Tannehill wasn't letting defenses crowd the line while mixing in passes to guys like A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. So now, imagine being the running back who faced 8 defenders in the box on 42% of his run plays, most in the league last year. Rough, right? Well, that was the situation for Peyton Barber, unfortunately. I'm not hating Peyton. I'm just reading numbers. All right, enough with the stats. Let's get into some predictions for the NFL matchups we've got coming up. Now, so far, I've been doing pretty well, if I do say so, with my choices compared to the rest of the crew. Let's see if I can keep it on.
Yeah.
Listen, conditions are going to be wet and windy this weekend because of the hurricane coming in. And even if it doesn't hit directly, we're getting those outer bands. Probably not going to put the ball in the air as much. So, you got to make the most of your chances.
Low. Nou, ik...
Back now on EA Sports, our two teams re-emerging from their locker rooms. A powerful storm came through the air about an hour ago, forcing a weather delay in this third quarter. And we'll resume things with an important play coming up at 3rd and short in a 14-6 ball game. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. So, Charles, after the long delay, gosh, almost an hour that these teams were back in the locker rooms, how do you handle something like that as a player?
Well, Brandon, I think different guys handle it different ways because the individuals, that's how they get prepared. Some guys, they just want to get dry, you know. Other guys stay hydrated, they keep moving, get on the exercise bike. I have heard stories about certain guys, though, that take a nap, and they tell everyone, just wake me up when it's time to go back out there.
They're going to look to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And it's third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Jones has it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Give them 18 on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Again, if you're just joining us and wondering why this game is still going on, we were delayed 55 minutes in the third quarter due to lightning in the area. The teams went back to the locker rooms. Fans were asked to seek shelter in the concourse, but we're back going again and still on the air.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He'll check it down to Bell.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Back to throw. Escape, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. He's back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, where they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. On second down, here's Henry.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Now Tannehill to Henry.
Oh, he shifts past him and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Tannehill.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What the hell?
Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Fucking penny man.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our...
Yeah, guys. See you later. That's the game.
Okay, so now I'd like to welcome Carter Landry to the show. And dedicated listeners of my podcast know I've been a big fan of Carter's since your college days. And, you know, I can't believe how time flies, but you're a veteran now on your 4th NFL team. So tell me, Carter, what's life been like as a Jet?
Oh, it's been great so far, man. But I really think the chemistry this group has is something special.
Well, and that says a lot coming from someone like you who has obviously been a part of some different locker rooms. Heck, I mean, you've been around several future Hall of Famers. So tell me, who set the tone on your team to start the year?
Me, no doubt about it. I walked into that locker room and everyone just looked at me and said, yeah, man, that's the guy. He leads, we follow.
Yes, very humble answer, Carter. Enough about me, let's talk about me, right?
Nah, for real though. It's just a really good mix of vets and young guys, and everyone has a common goal. And the coaching staff has a really good grasp of what everyone brings to the table.
Well, and you know, it sounds like a great fit for you, Carter. And you know, look, we go way back. Dude, I am thrilled for you. Now, before the show, I asked my listeners to come up with some questions for you, and we got some great submissions. Let's start with this one from a listener.
Big June.
Yo, I don't like this whole I'ma ignore Zoe's calls thing you've been doing. My man thinks because he in the NFL now, he don't need to answer his best friend? That's cold, bruh. But listen, I'm a good friend, so I wanted to extend you the invite to head out to dinner tonight. I heard there might be some big names there, besides you and me, of course. Let me know.
What? Tom Brady er með 65%. Kim Wilson. Ja, jeg skal sige det.